Welcome back to New Zealand, Andy.
Oh, thanks very much. Nice to be here. No, it's great. It's nice to be back.
What sort of challenges have you already faced in getting here, first of all?
Yeah, it's the way of the world, isn't it? At this moment in time, it's been challenging, but you know, we get on with it. It is what it is. 3 different flights coming over, probably the longest flights that we've ever had to get to this point. But it is what it is. No complaints. We're here. We're glad to be here. We've had a few days training, and we're up and running.
A couple of sessions already.
Yeah.
The guys bounce back well.
Look, obviously, the travel, you've got to be careful at the start, but we're 3 days into it now. Pretty good hit out this morning here in North Harbour, so we're happy with that. Day's rest tomorrow, and then we're into test week.
I know you said before you came out that this is what international rugby is all about, almost a proper tour. How ridiculous is this?
It's huge. We've missed it. This group, we should have gone to Australia and Fiji in the last few years, and we've some guys that are on 20 or so caps. That's never told before. So it's pretty important that we get away together, enjoy each other's company, but also test ourselves against the best team in the world.
When was the first time you came?
I don't know, I've been here so many times now, you know, so yeah, definitely in the 90s, yeah.
We think back to 2017 in the Lions. What did you learn about New Zealand rugby being here from 2017?
What I already knew, to be fair, it's unbelievably tough to come over here and be successful. And defining what success is a bit different for some people, you know. We've got a group of 40 that's come out of here because of everything that we've just talked about regarding not touring before and, you know, lack of game time opportunity. And some guys are playing against the Maori team on Wednesday night, and they've been dying for a chance to play in big games, and it doesn't get any bigger for them, you know. So it's a great challenge all round, and then players being out of the comfort zone and 5 or 6 of them backing up and test match on Saturday against the All Blacks. It doesn't get more challenging, but at the same time it's where we want to be. We want to be at a stage where a year out from the World Cup or so, we want to find out more about ourselves, and that's the perfect place to be.
Does coming here after last year's win give you a bit more confidence, I guess?
I won't say confidence because every time you take up you put the Irish shirt on, there's always an element of nerves and, you know, and hope we can perform and be as good as we were then. But, you know, in reality, the boys know that that's not going to be good enough this time round neither. We know what we're coming up against. We know that it's a different kettle of fish. Eden Park first up. We know how special that place is to the All Blacks, etc. So it's great for us, though. It's great, you know. We want to see ourselves under extreme pressure and how we deal with that. So therefore, you know, it's good all round.
Last time the Irish toured New Zealand, I think, was in 2012. Probably a lot of your players were probably still in school then. What does that, I guess, how does that make you feel touring with, I guess, such a young, fresh side who haven't come here before?
Well, there's some people that were involved there, so there's a few scars from that tour as well, you know. But you know, we're lucky enough that there's a few guys that came here with the Lions in 2017. But I think that tells the story of the challenge ahead as well. I think you know, I think the moral of the story back home after the Lions series draw was one of success, you know, and that was the best of the best. Touring these shows, so you can see what type of task it is for little old Ireland, you know. So, but having said that, challenges are there to make us better, make us stronger, and we've got to be ready to meet those head on.
Beating the All Blacks at Eden Park is a huge task. Do you think your team is up for the challenge?
They will be. They'll be up for the challenge, and there's no doubt. How we go after the game is pretty important to us, because you can't just sit back and hope things are going to go all right, because they probably won't if you have that type of mindset. So our mentality is going to be pretty important.
Do you expect anything slightly different from the Māori All Blacks in that first game?
Bit of passion. as we already know, we know what the game means to them. We also know what it means to ourselves as well, you know. So, yeah, I suppose some of our guys who have not been capped, and obviously that's not a test match, but it's as near as damn it to a test match. Some of our guys who have not been capped, be a big occasion for them, you know, and that's why we're here. That's why we brought such a big squad, so we can give people opportunity.
Did you see the Super Rugby final with the cheeky on?
Oh yeah, we watched them all. We're intrigued with Super Rugby. You know, it's a great final. Some traditional rugby, wasn't there? Set piece stuff, etc. So, congratulations to the Crusaders. Well deserved.
You mentioned again before you came out that touring here is a little bit different to walking down the middle of Dublin and getting a pat on the back. Have you had any stick? Anyone wound anyone?
Well, we've seen a few billboards that are up there, which are great, and yeah, walking through the streets of Auckland, yeah, there's always a backhanded compliment, should I say, which is great. It's what we expect, and we love that.
One of the billboards I saw actually last night was saying the last time the All Blacks lost at Eden Park, half of the Irishmen were still in nappies. What do you think about that?
It's true. It's true. So that's the reality of it. You know, we take that on the chin and we move on to the next one, don't we?
The All Blacks named 6 uncapped players in this squad. How many have you named?
Uncapped.
Yeah.
We've got quite a few, yeah, and you know, on this tour, because of the 2 Maori games, everyone will play, which is great. That's why we brought a big squad of 40. Everyone will play. We are certainly open-minded enough to see how people perform in those big games, in those 2 Maori games, and leave places up for grabs in the test spot. So. We embrace this tour together. You know, we're certainly not 2 sides. We're one team, trying to do the best we can together.